And there we are. We're live.
Hooray!
Yay.
Hooray! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another session of Everyone Dice. So before we jump in, the lovely Scotty has some announcements and a shout out to
Yes.
Goop. So the mic is yours, Scotty.
So, we have a Tumblr, because of course we do. And on that Tumblr, I've been posting all kinds of updates, and there has been one person following us on the Tumblr who has reblogged every single update about Everyone Dice since we announced it, and that is the user A Mediocre Pigeon. So, I just wanted to give a thank you to our dear friend A Mediocre Pigeon, who, honestly, in my books, is not mediocre. They're wonderful. For supporting us from the beginning when we had nothing yet. And then on top of that, I want to bring everyone's attention to Humble Bundle's Racial Equality Bundle. It's $30 for over like $1,500 worth of games or something like that. And all of the money is going to a couple. Normally, Humble Bundle lets you adjust where your money goes. In this case, all of the money is going to a couple of charities working towards police reform and racial equality. And lastly, Kacey and I have been, for a while now, working on a new show that we're calling The All-Nighters. It's going to be kind of a gaming talk show where we're going to alternate off sometimes on who is playing a video game and who's researching stuff. And the first episode of The All-Nighters is going to be the 25th at 9:59 p.m. Pacific Time, 11:59 p.m. Central Time, because we want to make it obvious it's starting on Thursday night, not Friday night, because it's midnight. Anyway, The All-Nighters is going to be starting next Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Central Time or 9:59 p.m. Pacific Time.
Yes, so be sure to tune in. Scotty and I get weird.
And nerdy.
And informed, because Scotty knows things, and
It's true.
I know some things. I don't know as many things as Scotty knows.
I'm gay and I know things.
And I haven't come up with my little catchphrase yet.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We've got a week and change. A week and a day.
Exactly. Right. So, I think we're ready to jump in. Yes?
Yes.
Alright. So, I know what I'm missing. I'm missing the music. There we go. It'll start in a second. So, when we last got together, you'd all made your way down into the sewers to investigate where the zombie menaces were coming from. You discovered that there was some individual in the sewers and gave chase for tackling him to the ground and interrogating him. He gave you a little bit of information that he was working for Ulrich's sister and that there's some kind of grudge she holds against Gerhard. You're not exactly sure what, but yeah. You then bathed in the river to clean yourself off from the sewer, made your way back to the Blue Willow Inn and rested. Cordelia had a very interesting dream. And before your rest could be... it was a full rest, but let's say before you had like a nice complete rest, you were awoken and informed that the individual you'd captured was murdered, and the likely suspect Gerhardt's steward Roderick had perpetrated the crime and made off into the Geistlands. He tasked you all to hunt Roderick down and bring some semblance of justice back to Luchev. And that is where we pick up. I know a few of you had some things you wanted to do before you set out. So we'll tackle that quickly. Alois and Bernie, I believe you were going to participate in a autopsy.
Yeah.
So we will pick up there. You make your way to the guardhouse where the prison is, and you find it to be in a little bit of disarray. Individuals are kind of panicked about the fact that someone was killed under their watch. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I did not do any autopsy research like I meant to over the past week. But is this, I can't remember, is this before or after? This was after a long rest, right? We were woken up to do this? Okay.
Yeah.
I can cast, I think, Detect Magic as a ritual spell as a cleric? I think? Yes, I can. I'm super confident I can do that. And I am going to.
All right.
That's the first thing I want to do.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I will literally be performing an autopsy on this guy.
I will help with the literal autopsy after I do the magic autopsy.
Okay. So, Bernie, you begin casting this ritual. Alois, you kind of begin chatting with some of the guards, letting them know what you might need. One of the guards comes up to you and says, Are you sure an autopsy's needed?
Of course. Who's to say they didn't put something in the body?
I suppose that's true. We can get a place arranged for you. It's probably gonna be a little bit,
Well, anywhere is fine.
well, within reason.
Does it make you uncomfortable that we're doing it here?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Yes. Can't say that we've ever had autopsies done here. Normally they're done at the morgue.
Well, it's just a surgery with a dead person.
Yeah. I get that. It's just, it is a dead person.
I mean, do you have an issue touching raw meat?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
That's alright. How long would it take to get to the morgue?
It's not that far. It's 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes?
I mean, if you want to, we can get you set up over there, and we can have a couple guards escort you with the body over there, if that's what you'd like to do.
Well, Alois, I suppose we can spare 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. While they get it ready, you can do your ritual, right?
Yes, I can.
All right. So, Alois, you watch all these guards sort of getting ready to transport this body. Bernie, you begin casting your detect magic ritual. Um, are you looking for anything in particular?
Um, yeah, signs of necromancy, I suppose. Basically, I just want to see, like, did Roderick use any magic that might surprise us if we're confronted by him later? Like, is there anything suspect about this? I know that dead can't rise within the city walls, but it's just good to check, just in case.
Fair enough. Um, Nothing catches your eye in the immediate vicinity of like this general area where the guards are. As they're bringing the body out, you do get a faint something from the body. And focusing a little bit more, it's located in the chest, near where the heart or the lungs would be.
How much are you willing to bet that's one of those coins? Alois, do you have one of those coins still from the bodies?
I do.
Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. And she flicks it over.
What's my dex score? I fumble with it. And I will.
Clatters to the ground.
Oh shit, that's embarrassing. I will see. Is this magical? Can I learn anything about this with detect magic?
The magical aura on the coin that Bernie has passed you is beginning to fade. It's still there, and you can still detect it. It still is that necromancy aura, but it is no longer as strong as it once was. And you can tell it's a very similar aura to what is being given off from that body.
Alois, and I will flip the coin back to her to look cool. I believe we may find something similar to that in Tristan's chest.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes. Otherwise, I can't see anything particular about the body. I think it was just a normal strangulation.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they'd still be upset with us for cutting him open. Just cutting him open instead of an autopsy.
Alright, so you all, the two of you make your way through some of the back streets of the town. The guards clearly don't want the townsfolk to see this body. You make your way to the morgue. It's a one-story sort of stone building that is extremely cold when you get into it. They lead you down into this sort of it's almost like a prison underneath, but it's each room is situated to have autopsies performed in them. There is enough for maybe two people to be standing there in each room comfortably. They lead you into one of these rooms, and just, well, we'll be right outside if you need us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alright, they leave you alone-ish with the body. What would you like to do?
Okay. First things first, Alois is going to rub her hands together and go, I've never seen anyone do this in my village, so I'm going to see if it does anything. And she's going to have the blood that came from him go and converge on his body and heal it by 3 points. Probably won't do anything, but
Low-key mortifying. No, it's high-key mortifying, actually.
Yeah, it's
I'm not gonna
high-key
lie.
mortifying. You watch as this blood sort of slithers along his body, sort of trickling back into his mouth, his ears, even his eyes. The body writhes for a moment, but it doesn't seem to have done anything. Push to talk.
You're muted.
I said dead too long.
Were you trying to bring him back to life?
I don't know what I was trying. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Alright.
Time to cut him up.
You have a very curious attitude when it comes to the macabre.
Alright. Alois, I'm gonna need you to perform a medicine check, and I will give you advantage on this because you have seen autopsies performed before.
I got a 17 twice, so I got a 21.
Alright. Now I need you to perform a dexterity check for me. I'll tell you off the bat, it's not a super high DC.
Yeah, but my dex mod is 0.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
A 6.
Okay. So, you know all the proper procedures that you need to go through. You know how to give this man a proper autopsy. However, you've never done this before, and cutting into flesh in this manner is new and unsettling in many different ways for you.
It's very exciting.
It's exciting, it's squishy, it's wet, it's unpleasantly foul. You do not give this man the cleanest autopsy in the world. Basically, you're kind of hacking him open. However, in so doing, you do find, in your vivisection of this man, a coin. And like the others, it has all the same symbols and runes on it. It is burnt into his heart. What it looks like, it's burnt into his heart. However, there's this strange fibrous plant that is spiderwebbing out from the coin and has pierced into this man's lungs, and it's sort of these twin plants. It's sort of sprouting like that. These strange roots that are growing into this man's lungs. That is the only thing that immediately catches your eye.
Can I make a check to see if I've ever seen a plant like this before or heard of something like this before?
You can make a nature check.
Okay.
Actually, can I do that too? Zala's interested now.
You're not there.
There.
Oh, I thought we all went.
No,
Oh,
no,
never
no.
mind then.
As far as I was aware, it was only Alois and Bernie that went.
Yeah,
to...
I assumed the whole party was going. Oh, well, then I
I mean,
have no idea what Zala's doing.
If you want Zala to be there,
Zala,
you definitely
yeah,
can.
Zala would be sticking with Bernie.
Okay.
Her plan was just to stand back and watch, but if there's a plant
I'll
in a
say
body...
you can make a nature check. You're not necessarily in the room because it is a small room, and Alois and Bernie are performing the autopsy, but you can sort of poke your head in and see this horrible sight.
I got a 13.
I got a... What's my nature modifier? A 2. I got a 16.
Neither of you have really seen this type of plant before. It is not one that either of you have encountered in your travels or dealings with medicines, anything like that. It looks very unnatural.
May I roll nature or no?
Yeah, you can.
You muted.
A 23.
Ooh.
You have heard of this plant before. You've not seen it because it is an incredibly rare plant. It's mostly known as red weed. It is typically a plant that is used as a poison. A seed is generally put in like a glass of something, and it grows incredibly fast once it is in someone's body. This is a plant that basically grows inside living things. It draws nutrients from living tissue, and depending on where it is in a person's body, it can kill them. You know,
So-
it is a common thing for assassins, you know, those kinds of individuals to use.
So what we
Best way.
So what we had is that he was strangled by the Lord's steward. Is that what we were told happened?
That is what you were told.
But he obviously was not strangled if he could not breathe at all from this plant.
It's a safe guess.
So who was feeding him?
No one. He hadn't had a feeding yet. We gave him some water.
Who?
That was, Joni.
I recommend that you arrest them.
What do you,
Okay.
Alois? What are you thinking is happening?
This plant is usually ingested through either drink or eating, and it feasts on the living insides of its hosts. This is how he died. He was not strangled.
Well, we shouldn't rush to any conclusions. About how long does it need to reach this stage in development? Perhaps he was fed this before he even showed up in the sewers.
How long does it take, Casey?
You have no exact you have no idea on what the gestation period of this plant is. You know, it's very fast acting, but other than that, there's no, set time.
I know that it is very fast acting, and we should keep all options open, especially in case this person tries to run.
Yes, if it's fast acting, perhaps talking to them would be helpful. I don't know how much time we have before we need to leave the Geistlands, though. Do you know where this Jody is currently?
Joni, yeah, she's back at the guardhouse. Um, we can go get her if you'd like.
Yes, please.
And be
Oh.
on your guard.
Yeah, we will. Okay. I'll go get her. You stay here, Richie. And one of the guards leaves, leaving one there. They're gone about 10 minutes or so before they come back with a young woman, sort of dirty blonde hair with a bunch of freckles and sunspots sort of across the bridge of her nose. Very tanned face. I'm told that you need to speak with me?
Yes, regarding your interaction with this guy.
Yes. I don't know what to tell you. I gave him water when he said he was thirsty, and
Where did you get the water from?
I got it from the well, where we normally get our water from.
Then something else might be afoot then. I think we should go into the well.
I think that we may be getting ahead of ourselves a little bit there. We have to go find. Oh shit! What was his name?
Roderick.
Roderick. We have to go find Roderick in the Geistlands first. But I find it awfully concerning. Well, maybe we can find Cordelia and Shay and talk to them really quick and maybe see what they think we should do, which one we should prioritize, because we know for a fact, well, we know almost for a fact that Roderick has fled to the Geistland, and we don't know what could be in the well, and I don't want to waste our time.
Then no one should be drinking from the well currently, because that seems to be where this is coming from. And it will kill people.
Oh, okay. We'll make an alert that no one is to use that well. Do you think it's every well or just that one?
Well, maybe wherever
Are they
that well
connected?
is drawing from, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe?
Then no
Perhaps
wells.
find out.
Okay. Okay. We'll figure something out.
Alois, does this plant affect animals the same way it affects people?
Any living thing, it feeds off of it.
Perhaps, as they're shutting down the wells and putting out this announcement, they can test a little bit of the water on a cat or a rat or something, just to double check that it is coming from this.
That is very cruel.
Well, it will help us narrow down the source of this contaminant, and that's important.
They're living too. That is so cruel, Bernie. Bunny.
They are, but I believe that in this case, the lives of the citizens are more important.
They are also citizens.
They are animals, Alois. They're not sentient.
They can talk just fine. I was speaking to them yesterday.
I understand you feel that way.
It's not feeling. I talk to them.
I understand. Perhaps you can leave it up to the Lord, then. And I say that to the guard.
Yes. We'll see if he has... He's a very smart man. See if he has any ways that we could test it that would be safe for all our citizens. She looks at you
no.
when she says that, Alois. We lost Lynn briefly.
We sure did.
She'll be back.
Good.
I am not Bernie.
You are now. You
I
don't
am
get a
now.
choice.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Lynn's sort of back.
Lynn's back.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, so while that is happening, Shay and Cordelia, what are you two getting up to, if anything?
Do we
Just
have?
chilling.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say just chilling, unless we don't have like healing potions or anything like that in our supplies.
So, the wagon at the edge of town. Gerhardt leads you to the wagon and gestures to it and says, "This is all I was able to procure for you. It has a week's worth of rations, should you need them, 15 gallons of fresh water. The Geistlands are a very inhospitable place. It is not exactly easy to survive off the land out there. I have also provided 2 potions of healing that are yours to use at your own leisure. Hopefully this will be a bit of help."
It's very generous, thank you. Do you think there might be a place we could get more health potions, just in case? We've heard stories about the Geistlands and don't want to get caught off lacking supplies, if you know what we mean.
Yes, I suppose you could find some at the Nature's Bounty. I'm not sure what they might have available, but that is probably the best place that you could look. Before you go, though, I have something for you all. Ruffles in his shirt pocket and pulls out what looks like a very old looking compass. Passes this over to you, Shay, and says, "This is a wayfinder. The Geistlands are a difficult place to travel. It is less like traveling along a solid strip of land and more like you are walking through a river. The land is always shifting around you. What was north one moment is south an hour later. Generally, it takes many years of experience traveling these lands to pick up on these subtle shifts. But the Wayfinder is one of the ways that keeps you on your destination. It's marked for a very ancient ruin that I believe is where Roderick is heading. I'm not certain, but I have my suspicions."
Again, thank you. That'll be incredibly helpful.
I'm glad I could be of some assistance, and I hope you are able to bring my steward in to face justice.
Hopefully. Hopefully he didn't get too far away.
Hopefully. For now, I must see to the town. This has left it in a state of disarray. So I bid you adieu for now. He gives you a bow of his head before shuffling off. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I guess we're gonna go to the Nature's Bounty.
Alright. It's easy enough to find. It's near the center of town. That's sort of the market district. You find it a little bit of ways from the town center itself. It's a small wooden, almost like a shack. Countless hanging plants around it, and sort of ivy and whatnot just growing around the building. You step inside, and it is a musty, very earth-smelling place. You smell the fresh soil. You see several plants just on display, and a gnome individual sits behind the counter, sort of mane of like shocking white hair that's up in a sort of Einstein-like fashion. He looks up at you over these half-moon glasses. Yes?
Hi, I heard you might have some potions.
What kind of potions are you looking for, my dear?
Health potions, potions of healing.
Oh, we've got a few of those. All right. And he gets off his stool, sort of disappears behind the large countertop before reappearing and bringing this crate of various health potions. They're all in sort of different vials and whatnot, but they all have the same liquid. There's carry to the 3. They're 57 gold apiece.
Did he wait? Was that 57 or 15-7? I heard
the first one.
Okay, for some reason
57.
I heard 15-7, and I was like, I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
That seems a little steep, don't you think?
Well, Missy, we're a border town, and it's not very often we get many of the supplies needed for me to make my potions, so I have to grow them myself. It's very time-consuming, and it is very time-consuming.
But 57 gold.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit steep, but I'll tell you what, I like your faces. 54 gold apiece.
I'm not gonna push my luck more than that.
Potions are expensive, y'all.
I just realized that I forgot that we didn't get any money last
You did
session,
not.
or if we did, I did not write it down.
No money, we have not been paid
You
yet.
didn't.
You haven't finished the job yet.
And you all looked at me like I was pushing it. And now look who's 25 gold pieces.
Well, I thought we had gotten the advance, but now I'm just like, I'm losing.
I mean, Bernie did. Bernie got a 25 gold advance on her reward. She was the only one who asked.
Alice was just gonna make some, but now she has to talk to fishes.
Okay, well, I have an idea.
I like ideas.
I hate to say this, but we're a little short on cash, and
He slides
we're doing work for the Lord.
Oh yes, Lord Ulrich, you say.
He's
Good
sending us
man.
out to the Geistlands, and he's a great man, but he really didn't give us too much in the way of, supplies if we got hurt out there. Would we be able to work out some kind of deal that maybe we could get some supplies for you somewhere, or I don't know, come back and pay you when we come back? The Lord hasn't paid us yet, unfortunately.
You're going into the Geistlands, you say?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose there is something we could come to an arrangement on. There's a rare herb that grows in the Geistlands. It's like a white lily, but it's not a lily. And it's called a moon swallow flower. It's supposed to drink up the essence of the moon. I don't want to bore you with the details. They tend to only grow in the Geistlands. I haven't been able to get them to grow here normally. Very, very finicky flower they are. You bring me a couple of those, and I can give you some potions up front, I suppose.
We will bring you as many as we can possibly bring back.
I warn you, you don't come back with the flower. I will be talking to Lord Ulrich, and
Oh, no, I understand, yeah.
Good. You're a bright one.
She's really not.
He doesn't
While
know
we're
that.
here, this seems like, does this store have, like, tobacco?
Looking
Like,
around,
cigarette stuff.
it's probably a safe bet.
Okay. I think I have enough money. I want to, while they're finishing this conversation, grab some, like a small pouch of tobacco.
Okay, just let me find the price for that.
I didn't know Cordelia smoked.
I will
Cordelia,
not, Aaron.
Steal it.
Very
No.
interesting.
It's one of her
Aaron just sent me a
secrets.
message to steal a cigarette.
Yeah. Come on, what's this guy gonna do? Huh?
What?
He's
No.
blind.
Exactly.
I'm sure you could stick a bucket over his head and he wouldn't notice.
like in Skyrim.
Don't steal it.
Alright. Well, I've got some tobacco leaves, freshly dried and shredded. I can sell you a pouch of that. It should last you a little bit. That'll be 3 gold a pouch.
Sounds delightful.
Based on
Make
your
sure to-
previous experiences with buying tobacco, that is about the fair rate for it.
Okay. I had no idea what to base that on. I've never bought tobacco in D&D.
Yeah, me either.
So I
I
was hoping you
googled
weren't
it and they were
bundling
like, I googled it and they're like 3 gold, and I'm like, that seems fair.
Sure, why not?
Alright, I give him 3 gold.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's real gold too. Alright, and 1 and 2 healing potions. That's all I can spare right now, in case the guards need any more. You bring
That's
me
very generous.
1, we'll say 1 potion for 1 flower. Should you find more, I'm willing to pay for it.
We'll try our best. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And unless Cordelia wants to do anything else, we will leave.
Alright, you make your way back to the wagon, which is all ready and prepped for you. It's got an ox at the front to pull it. The others who were doing an autopsy, what are you doing now?
I don't know. I think I missed. Did I drop out before we decide what we were doing next?
Well, I have to set this guy up to get ready for whatever sort of funeral rites they have here.
Yes. Otherwise, I can't think of anything. I left it up to the Lord as far as if he wanted to poison some.
And we have agreed to disagree regarding animal rights.
Yeah, we just decided to gloss over that for now. I'm sure it'll come up again later.
Eloise literally talking to the fishes, like, what do you mean they're not sapiens?
Bernie has her opinions.
Animal
I'll
rights
cast
in
talk with
D&D.
animals on you next.
That'll change the way she feels. I can fucking guarantee that.
I still have to go and talk and swim with the fishes.
All right.
Feed them.
Okay, so the Bernie and Zala head back to the wagon, unless they had something they wanted to do. Eloise,
Doesn't Bernie want to make holy water?
I thought I already did that.
She already
Did you? Okay.
I think so.
I don't remember.
How much holy water can I get from like 25? Is that just like one use? Do you know how often I can like sprinkle? Like how many weapons can I sprinkle that on?
it's a one-use item. I would say you've probably got enough to douse 2 weapons, but it would only be like for like a minute of holiness.
What if I used control water to slap the undead with the holy
Oh yeah,
water?
we thought about that. Would that work at all? Is that like would it only
Maybe.
work once? I don't know if I want to waste it on a maybe, but I also do.
Have you ever done that before?
Bernie hasn't. I think she's only ever used holy water in like the religious senses. She's not ever really fought undead before.
So based on both of your experiences with both shape water and holy water, I'm gonna have to give you a maybe that could work. You've seen Eloise do some pretty weird, wild stuff with shape water.
I have. And then one more question: how much damage like would that do on its own? Like if I just threw it at something?
It's got a damage that I don't have.
If I remember correctly, it also does splash damage on whatever's immediately around whatever it hits, if you're throwing like a flask of it.
A quick question about this world's holy water. Does it follow the papacy's holy water doctrine?
I'm gonna assume not.
Again. Oh god.
We do not have infinite holy water just because Bernie made holy water once.
Yeah, so 2d6 radiant damage if the target is a fiend or undead.
Shit, that's really good. Nice. And would that be 2d6 on each weapon I applied it to? 2 of the weapons I applied it to, or does it get split up 1d6 each?
It will be less on the weapons. It would be a 1d6.
If it were to work, what would the damage be with shape water?
What, shape water?
A million d6.
Yeah, 1 million.
You're gonna have to make me decipher that. Like, I'm not gonna tell you that right up front, because you don't even know if it'll work.
Alright, good to
Well,
know.
Eloise doesn't know that holy water exists, so...
Alright. So, Alois, you make your way to the river with your seaweed. The fish sense you as soon as you step into the water and swim right over to you. Sort of, doing that fish thing where they nibble at the top of the water. What do you do?
I gotta get my ritual for speak with animals going, and then I can speak with them.
Alright. So you cast your ritual, and you're now able to hear the soft, like, food, food, food of the fish.
Hi, little fishes. Did you find out what I asked about?
Hi. Huh? Oh, yes. We don't know.
Oh, that's alright. You did a good job.
Sorry. We still get food? Food?
Of course. You tried to find out.
Food.
Here you go. Can you keep an eye out for me? Anyone?
Yes. We look all around for the rotting ones.
Be careful of any seeds you might find, too. We found a very bad plant.
Bad plant?
It poisons you. What it looks like is all red, like red seaweed. You can stay away from its seeds.
We avoid red.
Can they even see red?
I don't know.
I don't know. Now you're making me look up whether or not fish can
What
look.
is red?
You're making me determine whether or not fish can see color.
Asking the hard
I mean,
question.
have you seen the mantis shrimp?
Yeah, but that's
What the hell, guys? This is D&D.
Casey, I can feel your exasperation.
This isn't biology class, damn it.
This whole session has just been so exasperating.
But you love us.
I'm enjoying it.
so-
I'm enjoying it.
Alright, I'm done speaking with the fishes then.
You can stop hiding, Scott.
Oh, actually,
No, I have to hold on to this right now.
Yeah, you had something, Eloise?
I was gonna ask them if there's any caverns that have a bucket in it that they know of.
Caverns with a bucket in it?
Meaning, I'm trying to explain to them what a well is without saying well, because they would have no idea what a well is.
They sort of chatter amongst themselves for a minute or so before just... Nope, no bucket.
Okay, thank you. Have some more seaweed.
Yay! Nom, 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 nom.
Before I meet up, I'm gonna try to find things to make a health potion again.
Alright. Make your way to Nature's Bounty. You encounter the same gnome individual who...
No, I try to make one. I'm trying to find...
Oh, you're trying to just find the ingredients around. Okay.
Maybe in his backyard.
Give me a survival check.
But I don't know that would be his backyard, so... Oh, I got a 25 and I crit it.
Alright. I need you to give me a stealth check.
Wow.
He's really going to rob this kid's backyard.
I got an 11.
Okay. You make your way into a back alley of near the market district, and you find this small shack that has this just incredible bounty of vegetation of all manner. From
Bounty of nature, you would say.
That's the one. Yeah, a bounty of nature. Thank you, AJ. You find some of the things that you need to make health potions. Some of the stuff you already did have on you. You pick it, and you do spot a head bob by the window, but it doesn't turn to look at you, and in that moment you decide it's probably better to take what you have and leave before you get caught.
Yep. Yeah, I should have gone in
He
as like a
rolled
little mouse
really
to
low.
do this.
Alright.
If I had realized it was a house beforehand, I would have gone in as like a mouse to get it, but I didn't.
Came at it from the back. So now, as everybody makes their way back toward the wagon, is there anything anyone would like to do before you all set out? All right.
Actually, I will say, if once she noticed that someone was there, she would not have continued stealing. It would have actually dropped what she had gotten.
Okay. So you don't have the things you need to make healing potions. But you can keep your eye out for them while you're traveling, if you want.
She's a bastard, but she's not a stealing bastard.
She's not a bastard, she's baby.
She's a baby bastard.
No, only baby. I've yet to see the bastard side.
I mean, she eviscerated someone under the pretense of an autopsy.
We were looking for evidence. My dog did not like that noise I just made. So
Poor Morty.
Go back to bed.
Alright. So setting out from Luchev, you make your way into the seemingly endless expanse of flatland that is known simply as the Geistlands. For the first hour or so of traveling, nothing really catches your eye. There's little difference here than all the planes you've traveled in your homelands. However, as Luchev becomes a distant figure, the lands themselves seem to almost shift around you. You travel at first with Luchev at your back, and it's not long later, and Luchev is suddenly to your right. You take a look down at the wayfinder that you were given, adjusting your course. Luchev still stays to your right, but it somehow continues to grow distant. It is a very odd place that you are now, where the sun does not properly reach, and the most you can really hope for naturally is dim light. Can I have someone roll me a d20?
17.
Ooh.
Alright. Okay.
I hope I was supposed to get high.
Yeah.
Who knows? So you have been traveling for about half the day now. There's nothing really about the Geistlands that is catching your attention aside from the shifting landscapes. You see the occasional spiritual figure sort of floating in the distance, but nothing that really attracts you. As you continue following the Wayfinder's direction, you see a very ancient-looking shrine in the middle of what was perhaps once a bustling throughway. It's this moss-covered stone figure clad in a robe with its face is smooth. There is no face on it. As you approach, you see there's a small collection bowl at the base of the shrine. Peeking in, you see a handful of very ancient-looking coins, mixed with a handful of coins that you're pretty sure are less than a few years old.
What would I know what god this is, or would I recognize its features at all?
You can make me a religion check if you would like. Shay, you instantly recognize this shrine.
15.
Shay, you instantly recognize this shrine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if she's gonna say anything about it.
Cordelia is gonna put a coin in the bowl.
So what's this all about?
I will also put a coin in the bowl.
Why are you guys tossing your money away?
Seems
Science.
What?
What is this shrine?
This is a shrine to the entity you know as the Wandering One.
It's a shrine. It's to God.
What god?
You don't recognize this God?
I'm afraid not.
It's the Wandering One. It's a really old God.
Is it from Urtu?
I mean, yeah, but it's... I thought it used to be worshipped everywhere.
Wait, why do gods need shrines?
It's not so much for the God itself. I mean, it's for the people who worship them.
And, well, at least where I'm from, traditionally, if you see a bowl like this with money in it, you're supposed to kind of put up an offering for safe travels or to pay your respect. Hence the silver coin.
I'm gonna drop in a coin now too.
Well, okay.
I'm not religious, so...
If that's what you're supposed to do, and she drops in a silver coin as well. She has no idea.
My people don't worship gods as such, but we will pay respect where respect is due.
Bernie smiles big at Zala. Hopefully this god isn't, like, evil.
So that was everybody but Shay dropped in a coin?
You're making me stressed out here. What Shay's gonna do is she's gonna wait until everybody starts walking away, and then she's just gonna drop on it.
Cordelia is not walking away.
Cordelia is here to cause chaos. Cordelia
Wait, there's a
I'm gonna
specific,
go into the shrine.
unrelated
Now I
to
wanna
Shay
see.
reason Cordelia isn't leaving.
Because I've never been in a shrine before.
It's not like a shrine you go in. It's just a roadside shrine. Like it's like a simple statue with a offering bowl.
Can we actually take a moment? Maybe just a couple of minutes for me to do a quick prayer.
Go for it.
Sure.
Okay. So how I think I had read somewhere that in 5e clerics can take 1 minute per spell, or like 10 minutes per spell level, something like that, to prepare a different spell. Is that correct? Or do I have to do a long rest?
I believe if you have spell slots open, you can prepare a spell. I don't know if you can change your spells.
Okay.
But if you have, like, if you did prepare all your spells, you can prepare one, and it's like, I think it's like 10 minutes per level or something like that. I can't remember.
So then I'm just gonna take a couple minutes to pray, re-prepare one of my spell slots, or prepare one of my spell slots, and also ask my god, like, if she recognizes this, or this place, or anything like that. Just touch base and see, like, kind of what's going on.
You reach out for some sort of guidance. You don't get a concrete answer. What happens is, for a brief 10 seconds, the clouds above part a few inches, and a small ray of sunlight bathes this shrine in light.
Okay, that's all Bernie needs to know. She will say her thanks. She will pay her respect to this god as well, to the Wanderer, and sort of pack up her little bones, hop back on the cart.
All right.
Delia is kneeling down at this shrine, showing reverence.
I'm going to be touching the shrine all over because I'm interested in it.
You're touching the shrine all over?
Yeah, like looking at its details and stuff.
Feeling it up.
Okay. It's a genderless figure clad in some kind of traveling attire, traveling robes, some kind of tunic, and breeches. Like I said, their face is smooth, and there's no mouth, nose, eyes, nothing like that. And as you run your fingers across, you are able to determine that it's not as though time hasn't worn those features away. Those features were never made a part of the statue. That is all you're able to suss from your feeling up of the statue.
Neat. Are we ready to go?
Yes, thank you so much, everybody, for taking that brief break.
As everyone's leaving, Cordelia is slowly getting up and sort of at the back. And while everyone's walking back to the cart, she's going to quickly take a handful of coins from the bowl.
You're gonna get us cursed.
For me?
I mean, I
Literally, a god with eyes was just on us because of Bernie. And
Not my god.
he doesn't care.
Holy shit!
Okay.
man, and I thought groping the statue was bad.
Cordelia just got us all killed.
You hear that
Hey, this god is old and dead. We're fine.
You hear that slight jingling of coins clacking together. Quickly shove them into your pocket before making your way back to the cart.
Wait, you won't steal a cigarette from a senile old man, but you will steal coins from a god?
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm stealing coins from a random bowl on the side of the road. Those cigarettes belong to that guy.
Kacey, I have an 18 passive perception.
As do I.
Can I whistle a distracting tune with my musical talent?
You!
I will say you could make a sleight of hand check.
Because Bernie...
But I'm not good at sleight of hand.
Clearly a mistake, so she's not actively paying attention, but...
Yeah.
That's like literally the definition of passive perception. Like,
Yeah.
you see when you're not paying attention.
Yeah, so, May, I'm gonna say, Cordelia, I need you to make me a sleight of hand or stealth check.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I can do stealth.
Crossing my fingers.
18.
Ooh, it's a tie.
18 plus 3.
Wait, 18 plus 3?
No, I rolled a 15 and my stealth is 3.
Gotcha. How does this work? Is it...
I think technically the passive perception is the goal.
The DC.
It's the ace. The DC. You have to meet or beat.
Okay, so Bernie and Alois, because I believe Alois also, Alois has 18. You see Cordelia making her way back to the cart, sort of adjusting her clothes as she'd, been kneeling there, You don't spot anything out of the ordinary.
We did it, boys.
Eloise would not approve, but I approve, May.
I also approve, May. I'm so here for stirring the shit. Good job.
All right.
As our standard party moral compass in almost every game wherein I don't approve.
Bernie is a moral compass. I, Kiana Lynn, I go crazy.
That is a good distinction to draw.
Yeah, very important.
How much money did I take? I thought it was so much, but I don't know.
Is
That's a
valid
good
anyway.
question.
I was mainly taking the new stuff. You know?
Oh, you're mainly taking the new stuff? Okay. You managed to grab 5 gold pieces.
Is that worth it? Is
Although
that
maybe
worth
the old stuff was worth more.
Yes?
Is that worth blasphemy?
Yeah, but that's effort.
Blasphemy requires that you be a member of the religious order, so that's not technically blasphemy.
No, she's just a heathen.
Fair.
Exactly.
Alright. So, with heathenous acts completed, you set off from this strange marking and continue following the Wayfinder. You continue traveling until the sun has virtually disappeared behind the mountains, and it casts this ominous darkness over the Geistlands. It is getting pretty late, and you guys are still not at any kind of determined destination.
Should we rest?
I think that may be a good idea.
I can go and collect some food if I can find it.
I could also help with that.
I think it's a good idea if you don't go alone, so maybe you two could go together?
That's probably smart. Can I see the stars at all, or are we in, like, full cloud cover?
You can see, like, occasionally slight patches of clouds will break, and you can see some stars, but it's not enough for you to be able to use them to guide your way.
Damn. That makes me sad.
We have the little thing, though, right? The little... Was it a thing, or was it like
The
a...
Wayfinder?
Yeah, the Wayfinder. Yeah.
The Wayfinder is specifically keyed to a structure.
If we're on the road to the structure and they take it with them, they should, like, meet back up with us, right?
Or we eat the rations that were given to us.
Yeah, we could just eat the rations.
And then we don't have to worry about getting lost in the wastes.
Yes,
In the Geistlands.
I forgot to put this in your journal at the start of the game, but there's a wagon that you have.
Who's pulling the wagon?
An ox.
You have an ox that is pulling the wagon.
Oh,
I'm gonna... So, if we're not doing anything else for the rest of the night, Bunny, I want you to talk to this ox.
Of course you do.
Well, as appealing as that sounds, Eloise, I actually had some things that I wanted to do. Maybe I can find you in an hour or so, and we can talk to the ox. I hope I didn't offend you earlier.
How would you feel if someone said, oh, let's just put these people and test them on things?
Well, I don't want to start a fight, but I don't believe that the life of a baby rat is the same as the life of a baby person. I simply don't.
Why not?
Because one will live for maybe, I don't know, 5 years, and the other may live for 100.
Okay, so compared to an elf, a human is worthless.
That's not what I mean.
It's the same analogy.
I think that's a very unfair comparison.
That's the same analogy, literally.
Eloise has a
I will
point.
live longer than humans, so you're worth less than me?
No, of course not, Eloise, but the difference is that I have seen so many people suffer in a way that I just don't believe animals can. I mean, they can suffer, I don't deny it, but I also won't say that the many children that I have seen get sick, and I just don't think it's the same thing. I don't. And maybe I'm biased because I haven't talked to an animal, but that's what I believe, and that's what you believe.
Wait until you talk to the ox before making any final decisions.
I think that you're being a bit harsh, but I'm open to try new things.
Eloise isn't going to say this, but she's definitely thinking, so it's not harsh to immediately go to, let's test this insidious plant that grows inside of you and eats all your organs on cats and dogs.
I see where you're coming from. Bernie doesn't.
That's what she's thinking, but she doesn't want to inflame the situation anymore. When she's gotten what she wants, which is Bernie promising to... Oh!
Oh no, Lynn died.
Anytime you guys are
Lynn!
animal rights discussion.
Lynn
Quit
doesn't
killing
like
Lynn!
Which
Welcome back.
is Bernie promising that she will try in the ritual.
Bernie may be, she has her beliefs, but she's always open to new things.
And then she has an existential crisis.
We'll see. Are we like settling down to like make camp and stuff right now?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I want to talk to Shay.
Okay.
I will find Shay. I'm just gonna make casual conversation. I will ask, so Shay, I'm curious. Did you leave anyone behind when you left your homeland?
I mean, I had family. Yeah, I left them. But that's about it.
Any sisters or?
Why specifically sisters?
Oh, I just curious. I have sisters, so it's just where my mind goes to first, I guess.
I have a younger sister.
Oh, really? All right. Well, do you miss her?
I mean, yeah, sure. I miss them. It's just, I'm still doing my own thing. Maybe I'll go see him one day.
Remind me, did Shay, you told me how long it's been since you left home, right?
Yes.
How long was that?
About 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
So the last time you saw your sister was 10 years ago?
Yeah.
I understand. What was her name?
I didn't name her. I mean, I'll be 100% honest.
I've forgotten.
I did not name her. Why do you need to know?
Just making conversation. Have you ever been in love?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, what is love, really?
Baby, don't hurt me. No more.
I depends on the person.
Wow.
It's a feeling. broadly.
Ava, my sister. Her name is Ava.
Alright. So you have a younger sister and you don't know if you've ever been in love before?
I don't do love and romance. It's just not how I work.
I understand. It's not for everybody. Alright.
Bernie's asking Shay a lot of questions.
Let's see. How do I make this?
How do you make it less awkward?
Yeah, how do I make it less awkward?
You don't.
Bernie is a, kind of charismatic person. So I think just small talk, one more question. I will ask. What did your sister look like?
I mean, me, kinda. She had a bit of a rounder face, but same ears, same hair.
Long brown hair.
Yeah.
How tall?
She's actually, well, she was littler when I knew her, when I saw her last, so maybe a little under 5 feet. She was still growing.
How old was she when you left?
About 10.
About 10. Alright. Did she ever express any interest in leaving her too?
No.
No?
Our family had a job for her, so she was sort of expected to stay there.
What did she do?
This is Bernie not making things weird.
This is Bernie digging deeper.
Back to this topic. You know how it is. Okay, you prod, you pull back, you prod a little deeper. Okay.
Why do you need to know how tall she is? What is happening?
I don't know what to tell you.
Questions. I lost track of what question she asked.
What job your sister did back home?
It was just, I don't know how to describe what it was to you guys. It was sort of, I mean, she wasn't doing the job when I left. It was a job for adults, so.
What's your favorite flower?
What?
Or your favorite flower? I'm just curious.
I can't say I've ever thought about it. I don't really like flowers because once you get them, they have a limited amount of time before they just die. They're kind of useless.
Well, you could press them, and they can stay with you forever.
That's not really my thing.
My favorite flower is the Delilah. And I will watch Shay's expression when I say that.
She doesn't react. Or she tries not to. I think she's pretty successful.
Tries not to react? What the fuck does that mean? You're making this real hard on me.
You want it to be.
Alright, well. Just some things that were on my mind.
So are there camping supplies in this wagon?
No.
No. We're roughing it, okay.
I'm assuming there are no trees nearby. Okay.
Corelia's gonna sleep on top of the wagon.
It's one of those wagons with a cloth covering on top, so you can't sleep on top of it, but you could sleep in it.
Okay.
The wagon is probably enough for most of you. Like it could fit 2 of you or 1 Zala. Zala's big.
Zala is big.
Now you know Cornelius fell.
Zala is not planning on sleeping in the wagon. Zala is planning on sleeping outside the wagon. But Zala's also kind of like pacing around a little bit, trying to... No, not... Zala has pulled out of her pack this wood, leather, and string contraption that she has hooked up to the wagon. Like, one end of it, a bunch of strings coming down from it. She is hooked up to the wagon, and she is sitting down, facing the wagon, and has looped this... It's a backstrap loom around her, and she's now weaving.
Aloise is setting up her bed underneath the wagon with the pelt as the bed.
Okay, I figured someone would go underneath, and I was honestly expecting it to be you. Yeah. All right. Who is sleeping in the wagon? Cordelia. Is anyone else joining Cordelia?
Shay'll go with Cordelia.
Okay. Well, it sucks for you, Bernie.
I will sleep outside the wagon with near Zala.
Okay. What is the rotation of watches, if any?
Zala was planning on taking first watch.
Okay.
I will take
There's
first
a watch?
her.
Cordelia wouldn't have
don't
had
have-
watch.
On her.
You don't have to take a watch.
Shay will take.
No, just the concept of it doesn't quite track with Eloise.
Aloise is an elf, right?
No,
No? What am I thinking?
Alois is an Aasimar.
Okay, I was confused.
Shay's an elf.
Yeah, Shay is an elf.
I'm a
Oh.
half elf.
Yeah, but half-elves don't get trans, sadly.
Oh,
No, it doesn't track with her because
I
she's
thought
never
they
had to
did
keep
if they were
watch
raised
before,
by elves.
and no one has ever had to keep watch around her before, so it just doesn't exist as a concept.
Shay is going to take the last watch.
Okay. Zala's taking first. Shay's taking last.
There's 2 shifts.
There's 2 more shifts if you want. Cordelia's not taking a
Now
watch.
there's just 2 shifts. First and last.
Is Bernie taking a watch? Is Aloise
Um,
doesn't know the concept of watch?
I will take a watch then if we don't have enough. If we aren't doubling up, I will take one of the other watches that we need
I
covered.
feel like they're having this conversation and Cordelia's already inside the wagon and she's just gonna pretend she doesn't hear them organizing watches.
Big mood.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Alois to ask in character about a watch.
Oh, Aloise is asleep already.
Oh, never mind then.
So we'll just have one watch that won't be covered.
I don't have
You
the
could
alarm
ask
The
spell.
DM
to watch.
loves to hear that.
You know what Bernie will do?
Hear them.
Bernie
You
will
could ask the ox to watch.
I'm not gonna fucking ask the ox for anything. I can't.
Yeah,
could
because
try.
Alois decided to go to bed before doing that with Bernie.
Yeah.
I will stick my head inside the
That's
wagon.
true. Did
Oh,
Alois
no,
go
I
to
would have
sleep?
stayed up. I would have stayed up.
Then you
anyway.
hear us organizing
Yeah.
watches.
Mm-mm.
I don't.
And through the floorboards of of the wagon, I will ask Cordelia, "What's a watch?"
Z Z Z Z Z Z Z.
Alois, Cordelia, are you still awake?
Yeah, you haven't talked to the ox yet.
I have not. Could you perhaps take the last remaining watch?
The what?
A watch. It's we stay up to watch over our sleeping friends in the night.
Why would we need to do that?
We are in unknown territory. Who knows what dangers may lurk? If more corpses come upon our camp, someone should be awake to rouse the others.
Oh, I've just been sleeping in the woods by myself all this time.
That's
Oh my
not
goodness.
safe.
That's extremely dangerous.
In a village is one thing, but by yourself can easily get you killed.
That's what I've been doing all the way here.
That does not change that it is not safe. When you are in a group, you should rely on the group.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Well, now you do.
Yeah.
So,
Is the ox
will
gonna
you
take
take
a
the
watch?
remaining watch?
Yeah, sure. Now, Bunny.
Yes. Alright. Let's do this.
I've prepared the rituals to speak with the ox.
Okay.
Alright.
You prepare your rituals. I assume you're casting it. Are you casting it on yourself and Bunny? Okay. So you prepare the rituals, cast it on yourself, and you feel that surge of energy through you that you know to mean you can communicate with the natural world. Bunny, you feel something very strange in your body. It's almost like a butterflies in your stomach kind of feeling, but throughout your whole body. It lasts for only a couple seconds, but after that you feel very normal.
Okay, how does this work?
Push
I
to
said,
talk.
well, talk to him.
Alright. I turn to the ox and I give a little curtsy. And I say, hello. My name is Bunny.
Yeah?
Wow. Hello.
Hello.
You can... What's your name?
My name?
Yes, sir.
Steven.
You have a name. Oh, you have a name.
That's what they call me.
Oh, you weren't given that name by your parents?
No.
Oh, I understand. Stephen, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yeah.
I like your horns.
Yeah, big horns.
Yes, they are. How are you doing tonight?
Bit tired.
There's
Oh,
no
I-
grass.
Grass
You haven't
is...
eaten anything, have you?
Been eating the grass. Kind of dry.
I'm very sorry. Well, Stephen, wow, I turn to Alois and I say, I don't know what to do. I don't he does not seem particularly interested in carrying a conversation with me.
Yeah, but he can think, huh?
He can think.
And he can
has a
talk.
Yeah, I can.
I hope you didn't take offense.
No.
No, not you, Stephen.
Oh, okay.
And I also hope I didn't offend you in any way today.
Oh, no. I got nice horns.
You do, they're quite lovely. I guess I'll just talk to Stephen. Polite conversation. I'll ask him if he had any sisters and what they look like and how tall they are.
He probably did. He probably had many, many sisters.
Standard Bernie questions.
Standard
Yeah, totally normal.
conversation. And then how long does this spell last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. I will converse with Stephen for 10 minutes. I'll just learn about his life. I will investigate the
It
degree to
sucks.
which he can. Yeah. I'll ask him, like, Stephen, do you like doing this?
I pull wagons. Get to go places. Sometimes I got really tasty grass. I'm glad you appreciate this,
keep
May.
Just basic questions.
What's your favorite flower?
Yeah, you know.
Buttercups.
Oh, but I love that.
Just before the spell ends, I'm gonna ask Steven if he can make a bunch of loud noise if he hears anything weird tonight.
Yeah, I can do that. Like, hey!
Yes, but louder.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for talking with me.
Yeah, good talk. Let me know if you find any good grass. Stuff is not good.
Do you want some of my things? Do I still have any salted kales left?
I don't know. Do you? How much of that did you give to the fish?
I think she would have kept some of it for herself because
Okay.
she's weird that way.
You probably have some. It's probably dried up a bit. It's still a little damp because, you know, I'm going to say it holds water decently well. Yeah, you can feed it to Stephen. Oh, salty. Love it.
I thought you might.
Oh, well, this is good stuff. He eats
Now
it
I will-
happily.
Now I will go and sleep underneath the wagon.
I will stop Alice before she crawls out of the wagon. I will say, thank you for taking the time to show me something new today.
Yeah, I like learning things new every day. I can speak. I learn new things every day.
I do as well. Alright.
And just think, all animals like that.
I take your point. Bernie's being genuine. She's not snarky about this. She takes her.
No,
she's
Alice
very
is just being intense right now.
She. I don't know if she's changed her perspective entirely, but she has a lot to think about. That's all
Like,
she.
oh god, have I been eating a person, basically?
I think Bernie's new perspective is like, okay, it was cruel of me to suggest that we just maybe torture some animals. She won't tell this to Eloise, but if it comes between stepping between a bear and a human, she'll protect like the person every time.
No, that's
her-
fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
I think that's her take on it, but she's not gonna say that because she didn't want to like cause a fight. So she's
No,
just
that
like,
would be fair. That would be fair to say to Eloise.
yeah.
The bear is being a dick.
I think for Bernie, even if the human attacked it, she's gonna help the person, which is
Owlbear.
Then
But-
the human is being a dick.
the human's being a dick, but Bernie's still, you know, she's Bernie. She's been raised her whole life to help people, and she's gonna help people. But she has a lot to think about, and I think she's gonna have some real weird dreams tonight about a bunch of cows coming back to haunt her,
Great.
and be like, "My name was Stephanie," and she'd be like, "No!"
Don't forget the chickens and the fishes.
Yeah, they're all gonna be like, "I was Jim, and I was no."
And now you're probably wondering, if the animals can talk, can the plants talk too?
No, you couldn't convince Bernie
Technically.
that happened. That is the
D&D
Can.
has
I'm-
historically had rules for plants talking.
I'm just now realizing that, Aaron, you're going to make me come up with voices for all the animals we encounter, aren't you?
Yes, she is.
No, I won't. I promise. I was proving it.
Liar.
I remember a game me and AJ played where one of the other players did that, and the DM made a comment of it, and I was like, what are you talking about? And now that I'm in those shoes, I'm like, oh yeah, no, shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it sucks.
it's fun,
I did
though.
end up
A
being
list of
very
animal names ready.
irritated frog with a great voice.
He was the best.
I loved that frog.
I hope to one day have that frog in this game.
I just miss our talking dog merchant.
Yes.
What was his name?
I
think
don't
it was
remember.
Steven. I think it was also Steven or something like
He was
that.
a good boy.
Yeah.
Even though he
Very
sold us
good.
very cursed things.
He didn't
It
know.
was the Doggo Froggo sword. Is
I
what it was.
loved,
Yes.
I loved that frog sword.
yeah,
Yeah.
that frog was great.
I had a bag of devouring gods.
The frog sword was magical.
This is a great frog sword.
Right. Is there anything else you all would like to do before you bed down for the evening?
I'm probably making some idle conversation with Bernie as she settles in, asking her, so how was that?
Talking to the orcs.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Zala would have heard her making like mooing sounds, basically.
Which isn't the oddest thing Zala's ever heard. There are druids in Zala's village, so.
It was honestly life changing in a way. I'm glad to have done it.
Well, that's good then.
I think you should show, if you have the time at any point, show some of your pressed flowers. I think she'd like them.
Pressed flowers. I suppose I could, if you really think I should.
Well, it's up to you.
I mean, I can. If you think you think I should, then I will.
I don't want to force you to open up to her if you don't want to, but
Well, it's not that I don't want to open up. It's their special sort of.
of course. Then no, maybe not. From what I know of Zala's pressed flowers, do you have a Delilah?
I'm not sure what flowers we've come across, because Zala didn't start pressing flowers until after Bernie started traveling with her.
And just
So-
refresh me. Bernie's seen them, right?
Yes, Bernie has absolutely seen them.
Okay. Then I will put my head on your shoulder and I'll say, can we look at them?
We can do that. And it is just this little journal. The first probably dozen or so pages are just writing in giant script, and then sometime after that there's this shift where it's writing in giant script framed by these pressed flowers for the next however many pages until we reach the empty part that Zala will start writing in after Bernie goes to sleep.
Bernie's very happy to see these flowers again. Remind her of, some of the places that they've been, and she goes to bed.
All right. Well, I think this is a good enough place to take a short break. Have everyone refill water, use the washroom, etc., etc. Before we go to break, though, we have an exciting announcement.
We
which
sure do.
is really freaking awesome. Heartbeat Dice makes these amazing, amazing Pride Dice. They currently have a Kickstarter going right now. Yes.
Catch several of us moving to get our Pride Dice
Yep.
from the last Kickstarter.
AJ is showing off their Pride Dice now.
Let's see here. Got my trans D20 here. With
Yeah.
this
I
lovely
forgot I left mine. in my
heart
car.
logo on the 20.
So cool. So cool.
Yes. We are actually doing a giveaway. For one set of any of their Pride dice, winner's choice. We're going from now till the end of the month because
So, the end of Pride Month,
yeah,
we will
and
pick a winner.
I figure maybe we can announce the winner like
During session on July 1st?
yeah, so we'll announce the winner July 1st. Someone, probably Scotty, because my computer will explode if I open up Twitter, will throw up a retweet thing on our
Yes.
Twitter. But basically, retweet that, and you will be, and follow us.
Well, yeah, follow us on the Compass Rose Productions Twitter and the Everyone Dice Twitter.
Yes.
And you should probably follow Heartbeat Dice too, because they're awesome.
Yes, absolutely
And
follow
follow
Heartbeat
Heartbeat
Dice
Dice.
and look at their new Kickstarter because it is awesome. Those dice are
so
beautiful.
Cool.
They're
love-
they're doing metal Pride dice sets, and they're also doing a special hard-edged
So
rainbow
pretty.
dice set.
Oh, those
That's
hard
absolutely
edges.
gorgeous.
Those hard edge
I
ones
want
look
that set
amazing.
so much. It
I
is so pretty.
had to literally decide between, do I get the metal asexual dice or do I get the fancy rainbow hard edge?
I want the metal
Oh,
bi
it's
dice.
tough.
They're gorgeous.
They're beautiful, but I did pledge today and I'm so excited.
I can't afford a pledge right now, so I don't know. We'll see.
I
We'll
look
see how things
forward-
look later.
I look forward to you
Scotty,
showing those off, AJ.
Those are dangerous words to say around me, Scotty. You know. That.
Yes, those are dangerous words to say. But yes, so Scotty will throw up some more info while we're on break, so anyone watching can go quickly like and retweet that and be entered. But yeah, our first giveaway, Heartbeat Dice, is amazing for letting us, use them, sort of. Sorry, yeah. We didn't write anything out.
We might want to script these things next
Yeah.
time we do one.
Eventually,
It's okay. It's okay.
eventually we will script them and be like professional and stuff. But right now, it's just
You mean like I was at the beginning of our first session?
like that one. Yeah, like that. Like that one guy, that Scotty guy. He can do that.
But it's great that they were cool with this and to use their name and all of
Yeah.
that.
Because we wanted to make sure that they were okay with us.
We're
doing
really
that.
excited to be doing this giveaway of their dice sets because several of us have dice from their last Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely beautiful.
They really
and
are.
we're all, queer as fuck, so.
Yeah, I
do
mean,
need to still get their vibrant dice because the asexual ones are sold out, and that's upsetting. But
Yeah, a few of the dice sets in their shop are sold out, so what you choose will be subject to what's available on the site. But
yes.
we'll see what's available when the giveaway ends.
Exactly. Some stuff might come back in stock by then, so we'll know. But any one of their Pride dice are up for grabs that are available. So, yeah.
Gay dice.
I don't think there's anything else we have to add to that giveaway. Scotty?
Don't think so. I'll put that up during the break. And yeah, we will. Don't forget that we're starting the all-nighters not this Thursday, next
Yes.
Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Thursday night Central Time, 9:59 p.m. Thursday night Pacific Time. Our fun little gaming talk show where Kacey and I are gonna be fucking nerds and play video games and talk about whatever we happen to be researching at the time we're playing video games.
Pretty much.
And have you
Our
guys
first
been-
game, did we decide who's starting first?
I thought it was you.
Okay, our first game is going to be Dragon Age 2, because that's my favorite game in the entire world, and I'm going to subject everyone to it and give
Including
Casey
me.
a fun crash course on Dragon Age lore.
Because I've never played Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Ever.
Hey, if you
so-
want to do a one-off in our D&D campaign with it, this will get you picked up on it.
Yeah.
I'm game.
So yeah, next week, crash course in Dragon Age lore. This week, beginning of our giveaway for Pride Dice.
But yes, so we're gonna go on a quick 10-minute break. We will be back in 10 minutes. All right. And we're back.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Scotty threw up the giveaway link. So
It
make
is on
sure.
Twitter. We're already getting attention on it, but like, please
Nice.
give
But
us love.
also
and
keep attention here
yes,
on these
pay attention to
six,
us,
six screens.
but also
here.
pay attention to our giveaway.
Oh, Keanu Lynn, you're voguing. Voguing.
You
Yeah.
can have Twitch open on your computer and you can have Twitter open on your phone. It's perfectly fine.
I binged the
Yes.
second season of Pose the other day and started fucking crying.
I need to
Anyway,
watch that. Sorry, yeah, we're playing D&D. Yes. First watch was Zala. Can I have you roll a perception check, please?
absolutely not. I got a 9.
All right.
This physically hurts. Playing someone with low perception physically hurts.
You you find the general atmosphere of the Geistlands to be a little unsettling, but there's nothing that catches your attention. You do see like a groundhog sort of skitter across the ground into one of their burrows.
When my watch actually started, I probably put away my backstrap loom and I'm doing some little finger weaving instead of like a big project that requires I face one direction.
Gotcha. But yeah, seems to be perfectly. Oh, we lost Lynn.
And
There she is.
You got kicked off.
How many more times do you think that's gonna happen?
Probably at least once.
10.
10. Solid, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going.
probably accurate.
I'm going the Price is Right route. I'm going to say 1. Because if I don't go over, I win.
There you go.
Second watch was Bernie, I believe. Or was Eloise the second watch?
It was never decided before Eloise went to bed.
Bernie, what watch did you decide on?
I will take the second one.
Okay.
So catch me gently waking Bernie up.
Yeah. Zala gently shakes you awake and informs you that it is time for your watch.
Fantastic.
Now, you said you had something that you wanted to do during your watch.
Yes. First, Bernie is going to check, make sure everybody's asleep. Like asleep.
Z.
And then murder everyone.
I take out my big knife and just go crazy.
Coup de grace.
Hey, Steven is watching.
Steven is watching.
Hey!
I'll give Steven a little pat on the head. Everybody's asleep, right?
Except for Steven.
Except for
Shay is a
Steven.
very sound sleeper.
Okay. I'm not so much worried
Eloise
about the
is snoring.
card. Alois, are you laying like side back? Are you laying on your side facing Zala or facing away from Zala?
Face down.
Face fucking down in the dirt. All right.
Great.
No, on my wolf pelt.
Okay.
Yeah, she's sleeping on her wolf belt. I do enjoy the fact that Eloise sleeps on her stomach.
Me too. Alright then, so I will go on the opposite side of the cart to where Zala is. And maybe step away like 15-ish feet. I'm not trying to get so far out that I'm lost, but far enough away that like, just a little bit of privacy. Out of earshot, basically. So today we've seen like ghosts, right, in the Geistlands?
You have? Yeah.
Okay. So I will take a moment, take a deep, steadying breath, because this is the riskiest. Like, this is the riskiest way that Bernie has ever done this, but she feels like she needs to. And I will put it out there that I would like Delilah to manifest if she wants to.
There is a pause for a moment before you feel a slight tingle in your fingers, and your hand lifts up, and you watch as a hand holding it begins to materialize, and then an arm, a body, legs, a head, and Delilah stands before you, hovering a few inches off the ground. Why don't you describe what Delilah looks like?
Okay. Delilah is a little bit taller than Bernie, even without the hovering. She is, she has narrow shoulders, thin hips, but is clearly more muscular than Bernie. Very, like, kind of like a rogue's body type, kind of lithe. She has a long face and super long, like, straight, dark hair. Wearing a simple tunic with long, pointed, like, elfin ears, maybe half elfin ears. And Bernie. So when she's manifested, can I touch her? Like, can I hold her hands? I'll pull her close to me, and I will say, "Good evening."
She leans into your touch, sort of rests her head against the top of yours. Good evening.
How are you, my love?
Lonely. It's been so long since we've been able to interact this way.
I know. It's getting harder to find the moments.
I understand.
Missed you.
I've missed you too.
Bernie's just, like, smiling because she really has missed her a lot. And I'll kiss her.
She returns your kiss. It feels very much like a normal kiss, but there's a coldness to it that you know to be from an ethereal body.
I feel as if you have some secrets.
Of course I've got secrets. Everyone's got secrets.
I don't have any secrets from you.
No, I think that's not true. She kind of looks over at the group. Got some secrets.
Well, from them maybe, but I mean,
I think from me too.
I've been dying inside to know. You have to tell me. And I'll take her hand, sort of like, grabbing them like I'm pleading. And I'll say, "Do you know her?" Come
Maybe.
on. Come on now. That's not fair.
Are you jealous?
No, I don't get jealous.
Yes, you do.
Okay, a little bit. Can you blame me?
No. I am quite beautiful.
Yes, you are.
I know her.
How? Can she be trusted?
Can anyone? She's a good soul.
Alright. Do you want her to come with us? Do you want to talk to her?
Maybe one day. I don't think she's ready to hear anything from me quite yet. She's on her own journey now.
I understand. I'm not jealous. I just wanted to know if you wanted to talk to her.
You're a little jealous. Wanted to know if there was someone else who'd earned my
Well-
affections.
All I know is that right now there's not someone else, and that's all that matters to me.
She cups your cheek, tilts your head up, and says, "We could wander through time for eternity, and there will never be anyone else." Beatrice.
I feel the same way, Delilah. And I will just, I think, pull her in and spin her around in like a slightly dance-like move, and just enjoy being together in that way where you haven't seen each other for a long time.
You hold her close, and she leans into you as you lead her in a sort of half dance where you're hugging one moment, dancing the next. It's a very comforting and reassuring feeling to be near her this way.
Nice.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your watch?
No, I will say, outside her passive perception, Bernie's not actually doing a watch. She's just, like, flirting and kissing and dancing with Delilah.
Alright, you spend your watch enjoying your time with Delilah. Flirting, chatting, sharing old stories. And eventually, becomes time for someone else's watch.
I will wake Alois up.
Is it morning?
No, it's time for your watch. But if you don't want to, I can stay up a little bit longer. I don't mind.
No, I got it. I got it.
Alright. Bernie's just, like, beaming, just full. She's just grinning.
Aloe's too tired to notice.
Enjoy your night.
Alois, if you could make me a perception check.
$24.
So, in the far distance in the Geistlands, you're not sure what actual direction this is. You see a swath of spirits making their way across the land. This procession of ghosts. It's not the ghosts themselves that draw your attention. You are able to see this large, kind of hulking figure with, can't tell how many arms, but definitely more than 2. They seem to be walking with the spirits, almost like some kind of guide.
Okay, now do the spirits look happy or angry?
Definitely too far away for you to suss that out.
There's 2 ways this could go. Eloise will cup her hands to try to amplify what she's about to say. And will yell out, "Hi, what are you doing?"
Alright.
Oh my god.
You hear this loud, ringing voice sort of almost echo throughout the plains. The procession of spirits doesn't stop, but you notice that the large, multi-armed figure shifts and turns toward you. They don't wave. You're not even sure if they saw you or can see you, but this strange figure seems to be looking in your direction. They keep staring for almost a full hour until the spirits have begun to die down to almost a trickle. Eventually, the figure turns and begins walking with the spirits again.
It was nice to meet you, even though I didn't get your name.
Depending on how light of sleepers you all are, you heard that.
I mean, I imagine somebody yelling.
Shay is
Yeah.
a very deep sleeper.
Zala would notice somebody yelling.
I think it would have woken Cordelia up, but she would have just gone back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, there was no, urgency in Aloise's voice, so...
Probably woke up the first time, didn't hear anything afterwards, and then woke up again the second time and then didn't hear anything afterwards.
Yeah. So, your watch passes without too much of note, and you wake Shay before heading back to bed.
And Shay will keep watch like a normal person.
Perception check, please.
Hey.
Hey, I made a friend. Just like how Shay is my best friend.
So my my D20 rolled off the table and onto the floor, and it landed on a 20. So does that count, or do I need to re-roll? Do we accept floor dice?
This is an interesting precedent to set.
It is. I mean, it doesn't happen often.
Are we going? Okay. If we're going to accept floor dice only if we get, only if they land on 20, we need to decide that immediately.
I will literally take a picture.
No, it's
and
gonna
No,
be
no,
cool.
we believe you.
No,
I also have like 6 other D20s I could roll. So.
No, I think what May said is right. It's either all floor dice,
floor
or,
dice
no
or no
floor
floor
dice.
dice.
So, I will accept it. However, if this happens in session 50, when Cordelia is revealed to be evil,
If you roll a nat 1 on that insight.
I mean, she might have already been. She stole from a shrine.
you guys don't know that.
Building up my chaos, the evil comes out in session 50.
You only know that out of character.
I mean, considering out of character that we know she's some kind of warlock, maybe?
Yeah.
And she is driven
I'm a
to doing
music
chaos.
warlock. That's delightful.
And she's
I
driven to
love
make chaos.
your patron.
I love my patron too. You
So,
should join me.
I will accept your floor dice. You, keeping a very keen eye out. The sun has begun to rise, though it's still clouded and very dim lighting. You are able to make out a few more things in the distance. And in the far distance, Shay, you spot what looks to be this ring of stones in a circle. And what interests you the most about it is how there doesn't appear to be any cloud cover above those stones.
That is suspicious.
Other than that, though, your watch passes as normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
And I guess when the sun starts to come up, Shay will wake everybody up. Nice and early.
That yawn was in character.
Shady shit happening.
Eloise, oh yeah, I made a friend.
Me? What?
They were very
Eloise,
nice.
You
They're
say you
helping
made
a bunch of spirits. Yeah.
You saw
What?
ghosts?
Yeah.
Where were they going?
I don't know, they were all walking in that direction. She points in where they were going.
Is that the same
Not the
direction
we're
towards
going.
I was going to ask if that was the direction that Shay saw the thing without clouds.
The Wayfinder, you mean?
No,
the stones
Shay
without clouds.
Yeah.
Oh, was that... Sorry, I wasn't paying attention because I'm a bad DM.
Jeez, Casey.
Ask.
I'm the one who has trouble paying attention.
Eloise pointed to where the procession was heading towards and said they went that way.
It is not... I mean, it's like, it's in that general direction, but Alois, you do not recall seeing the circle of stones. They were sort of further ahead than, like, they were further beyond that. They were about, like, 2 or so miles, almost, in the distance.
Yeah, it was weird seeing someone with more than 2 arms again. But they were helping out the ghosts.
Excuse me?
What?
Again?
Yeah. No, it's really weird that you guys don't
that
have
would
like,
be
anyone with more
weird.
than 2 arms or legs or anything.
Yeah. We are the weird ones.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do I know anything about this? Like, people that help ghosts that have multiple arms and legs?
Do you know anything about the Geistlands?
No, okay, so this is Geistland specific. This is not like a general religious phenomenon.
Elia
You
know
don't
anything?
know.
She's been to the Geistlands before,
Um,
probably.
Bernie, I will let you roll a religion check to see if you can think of something. It's going to be a very high DC. Cordelia, you can roll me a... I'm going to say history check.
It's at times like this where I wish 5e had a local check.
I got a 12. So
Nothing really comes to you about some kind of multi-armed ghost helper.
I want to preface this by saying she is smart. She's just still tired, I guess. She got a 6.
Okay, I was like, she's smart, but she's still. I'm like, she got a nat 20 or a nat 1. Your experience with the Geistlands in general was very mild. You mostly skirted along the edges because the group you were traveling with were afraid of getting too far in and becoming lost, which is a known occurrence to happen.
And I figure she probably sat in a wagon, a cart, for most of it anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Push to talk, Aaron.
And I just waved to the random multi-armed person that was walking by with ghosts and said hi. Hi, then bye.
I didn't buy.
So yeah, are we getting breakfast or are we just eating and walking?
I feel as if we should make good progress today, so perhaps we could eat and walk, if that's alright with everybody. Wonderful.
Alright. So, I would like someone to keep track of the rations. You guys did eat some of the rations last night, if I recall. And there's a week's worth of rations in the wagon, which you can,
For a week's worth for 3 meals a day, or like 2 meals a day, or
2 meals a day.
Okay.
It should be in your journals now, so you can edit it and keep track of it that way. But yeah, I am going to keep track of that kind of stuff for travel because it's, in general, it is a slightly inhospitable world.
okay.
Yeah, but you all... Yes, Alex.
Sorry, I thought I had to spell that keys. Never mind. My bad.
Alright, so you all begin to get your breakfast prepped and set out for the day. You travel for less than half a day or so. Stephen makes pretty good time, and you follow the wayfinder, which seems to be pointing in the direction of that stone circle you saw, Shay. As you approach, you begin to see that it's this circle of broken, cracked stones. The stones themselves are set about a 30-foot radius, like all the way around, about 5 feet in between each stone. At the center of this circular pattern is a very well-worn patch of earth. Like it's been, like you'd find on like a trail. As you approach Cordelia, you happen to hear something. This soft thrumming from the stones.
A sound I recognize.
You listen a little closely, and you're fairly certain it's the melody played in your dream. It's deeper, played with some kind of heavy instrument, but It's all there.
Can I? Are we? How close are we to this thing?
How close do you want to be?
Can we get within 30 feet so I can cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Of course you can.
Alright, I will get within 30 feet to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Yeah, these are magic.
Go
What
figure.
school- What school
What
magic?
type of magic, though?
Jesus. Give me a sec.
You learned that with Detect Magic.
Literally now part of my DM screen is keeping open the list of schools of magic because every single time when my players ask me that, I don't know. I'm always like,
Conjuration.
I'm gonna go up to the stones.
wait,
Touch one.
no, wait, Cordelia, I don't think.
As
Okay,
you
I wait.
put...
Eloise will
alright.
also touch one.
No, Eloise, I don't think that's the best course
I
of
have-
action.
Gone up to the stones, but I don't touch them because
Please,
Okay,
Bernie
what
said to wait.
Aloise does, because she's Aloise,
Eloise.
you feel, it's almost like a slight electrical tingle. Almost like when you get, like, a shock from, like, putting your finger in, like, a light switch or something like that, but not deadly. Yeah, it's low, gentle, just kind of nice. That's all that happens.
See, it's fine, and then I
That
touch
was
it.
cool. I
I think
recommend it.
Cordelia, as you place your hand on these stones, the stone you put your hand upon shifts slightly, and the melody from before begins playing a little louder now. And now every one of you can hear it.
What is that?
Cordelia.
You can hear that.
Yes.
What is it?
Music.
Eloise is doing like a little jig while dancing to it.
I'm imagining it slaps. It's fucking jam.
Yeah, I don't know anything about music, so May, you'll have to help me with that, but...
Cordelia, have you Cordelia, have you ever
It's a
been here
bop.
before?
No. I mean, I've been to the Geistlands, but not here.
You've been inside the Geistlands.
To these random stones.
What
And
are
this
these
is the
stones?
place that we're going to find Roderick.
What did you say? I missed that, Lynn.
Oh, and this is the place that we're going to find Roderick.
I mean, this place is big.
Alright. I want to see if she's lying, and if she has been to these.
Lying about.
If
Okay.
she's been here before.
Okay, roll an insight check.
Bernie,
I don't know if I
um,
want you to have a high roll or a low one.
Bernie's starting to worry that maybe Cordelia's connected to Roderick somehow.
Hey, it's only session 3.
It is.
Yeah,
Yep,
Slow burn.
still got
7 sessions
47
to
more sessions.
What was I
until
supposed to roll?
That's gonna take us almost a year.
Insight.
17.
Cordelia in general is kind of hard to read, but get a feeling she's telling you the truth, that she's never been to these stones before.
How
I would
are
never
the
lie.
rocks making the music?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well,
Touch a different rock.
This is really cool. Can you teach me how to do that? How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it?
I will teach you as soon as I work out what's happening.
It's a fair point. Can we do it together?
Okay.
um,
I go
One,
over and we could like both put our
2,
hands.
3.
there is, I should say, ladies, there's strong conjuration magic on these rocks. So I'm not sure.
Conjuring music.
Perhaps. I guess I didn't think of that. I was more worried about a large monster popping out of nowhere.
Don't see a
I'm
large
gonna
monster. I
put
think
my
that-
hand on my great axe.
No. So it's all right. It's all right. I assume if they can touch them, then it's fine.
Yeah, it's a neat little tangle.
Curious.
Can I try and work out if there's anything more? Like, I don't know, some sort of mechanism or like a hidden... I want to work out if there's anything with these rocks that we're not seeing.
I mean, it would be a perception to sort of look around these rocks, investigation to, like, look if there was anything hidden among them.
I think I want to investigate.
Okay.
This is a bad die. I'm getting a new die.
You need a dice jail.
I do. That is a 9.
Baby jail.
You don't really see anything, you know, that it's just a bunch of, looks like just a bunch of rocks.
I'm busy jamming out.
The music is getting a little bit louder, and once you put your hand on that second stone, Cordelia, that is when the music increases slightly in volume.
Do you want to try? Just at the other 3 of you.
I look at Zala.
Sure.
Okay. Well, if you'll do it, I'll do it.
This is what journeys are for, right? New things,
New things.
including singing stones.
And talking animals.
Shay, come here. It feels really cool.
I guess
I'm
Shay
gonna
will
touch a rock.
touch a rock too.
Hesitantly touch a rock.
So, Shay and Zala, you feel that slight electrical current sensation on the palm of your hand. Bernie, when you put your hand on one of the rocks, you see this streak of white flicker in between the cracks of one of the rocks. It's just a moment.
Bernie yells and pulls her hand back.
What?
What's wrong?
I don't know, there was something in the rock. Or, I'll poke it with my finger. Does it happen again?
It does.
I will poke the same rock.
Just an electrical sensation.
I want to like crouch down on Bernie's level so I can see. Do it again.
Yeah, I'll touch it again.
I want to do the same.
Now,
Same-
do we see this?
Same
or
rock,
is it-
or
Do we see this, or is just Bernie seeing it?
no, you would all see this. Anyone who's paying attention does see this. Cordelia, is it the same rock that Bernie's touching?
Oh no, I'm like also bending down to look at this.
Oh, okay. I thought you were touching the rock. So when Bernie places her hand on the rock, you see this flicker of white just sear through the cracks of this rock, and it's a crack that was already there. Like, it's not one that happened during the break. It's like a natural formation in it.
Should I
Is touch it then?
Cordelia, when you touch it, the music begins to get a little louder. You see that same faint white flicker, but it's followed by this blue-green flicker.
Is it a puzzle?
I like these rocks.
I don't know.
These are really cool rocks, dudes.
Does touching it with both hands do anything else? Or is it just still a light?
The light is a little bit stronger, but it's still just like a flicker.
Are they close enough that we can touch two rocks at the same time?
They are not. They are about 5 feet apart.
Ooh! Give me your hand.
Alright. I give
Okay,
her-
touch that rock.
Alright.
And I'm gonna touch another rock, and we'll form a chain.
Kind of excited now.
Magic rock time.
Alright. Placing your hand on one of the rocks, you take Bernie's hand. Bernie, you reach out your hand and place your hand on another rock. And you both watch as if the rocks were almost alive. They begin to move and shift, slowly reforming themselves into these standing structures. They still have all the same natural cracks in them that you see, but now that your hands are upon them and they're reformed fully, you can see that they pulse with this white and then blue-green energy. White, blue-green, white, blue-green.
What's happening?
Rocks.
Can I, in Primordial, say, "My lord, are you here?"
You hear a tearing sound.
That's not good. That sound good.
It's the sound you would hear if you were tearing an enormous piece of paper. And in the middle of the circle, you see the image before you cracks slightly, opens, splits, and this tear in the fabric of this world begins to form.
Oh, fuck no. We need to stop.
I don't know what we're doing. No, we
keep your
need to
hands
keep
on
going.
it. It's so cool, guys. Keep your hands on it. This is Aloe saying keep.
I grip Bernie's hand
Keep your
tight.
hands on.
I look at Zala. What should I do?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know either. I don't think
Aloe's is so giddy right now. This is definitely something
We
that
might
hasn't
be
been seen
ending the
before.
world.
I look at Shay. I look at Shay and I'm like, Shay, do you know what?
Isn't this so cool?
Can I insight check these rocks? And are they giving us good vibes?
Sure. Of course you can. Go roll an insight check on those rocks.
Can I do that too? Can I give Cordelia advantage or something? Because I
Of
always
course you can. Of course you can.
Now on, can we call insight vibe and an insight check a vibe check?
Yeah, can we please? Can I please
Yes,
vibe
we
check
can.
that?
Wait, I have advantage?
Mm.
Yeah. Do you
Or are
want
you
advantage?
rolling?
What's your bonus?
You're probably wiser than me. You're a cleric.
I have +3 to insight.
We'll roll separately.
Roll separately. Okay, I got a 18 actually.
Okay. What'd you get, Cordelia?
I got a 12.
Nice. The rocks
God damn it!
They're
The
inanimate
neutral
objects. They're inanimate objects. They're magical.
inorganic.
They're inorganic.
I should hope they're not.
They're conjuring something through you two.
I don't think
I
that
like
could be good, but at the same time,
No, it's great.
Bernie's kind of an optimist, so
Sala's
Actually,
gonna
Aloe-
take like a step back and draw her great axe.
I
At
mean,
this point, Alois is probably like whooping and going like, "This will definitely be great for the forest. Yes, they'll love this."
she asked her god if he was here, and a tear happened, so she assumes this is good news. She is like, yes, he awakens. So Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Exactly.
I hope it's not him.
Not him. Cool. Level 2.
Is it
What in the world?
progressing, or has it sort of stayed?
And thus the world is ended.
It progresses to about 8 feet in height and about 2 feet wide. It's ovular in its shape, but it is very much like this unnatural, jagged sort of tearing.
Maybe we're supposed to go through it?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
I'll try.
We
No,
could.
no. Maybe throw a rock through it?
Can we see what does it look like inside?
Alois is like skipping towards it.
No!
What you see inside is this very cold-looking mountainside. And right near the top of that, like maybe 30 feet away from where you're seeing, you see this ruined tower, slightly, like, partially collapsed into the mountain itself.
Does the mountain look familiar to me? With how much I traveled Bralia?
Yes, it does. These are the Snowcloak Mountains. You're not sure where, because you haven't traveled that entire region, but just looking through and seeing some of the foliage, you catch the sight of one of the birds flying by. You're pretty sure this is Bralia.
Well, that's home. Oh no, Lynn died.
I think Casey
Lynn
might
back?
be right with the one.
Well, that's home.
That's what?
That's home. Through there.
You live in that tower?
No, not the tower, but the mountains. That's home.
Do you know of any
Well-
rock formations like this near your home?
Do I? No.
This is making absolutely no sense, but are we not going to go through this?
I think we
Aren't we
should
on
come
a job?
back. We should finish the job we started, and we should
Come
come
back.
back.
Find it how?
We still
I'm
have
not
the compass,
sure.
right? The Wayfinder?
But if we disappear through this and there's no way back, we've left Luchev in a time of need.
Everywhere's always in a time of need.
We agreed to do a job. The job must be done before we venture into the unknown.
Did the Wayfinder lead us here? Was this our end goal?
It was
If we
to
move
lead us
past
to
it,
ruin.
will it lead us past? Or...
You guys didn't try that.
I don't have the Wayfinder on me, I assume. So.
If you would like to try that, you do a quick skirt around the perimeter of these rocks, and the Wayfinder is pointing directly to these rocks.
Then I guess we go through. I guess Roderick escaped to Braelia.
Should we report back to Ulrich then?
I don't think
Isn't
we
our
have
job
time
to
for
get him?
that.
We should go through.
I don't think we have time for. I think we have to go through.
If you think that's what we have to do, then I'll do it. But how are Cordelia and I going to get through if we're the ones keeping it open? If that's what we're doing?
Try to let go of it. Let's see what happens.
That's a good idea.
We let go.
You remove your hands. The rocks shudder for a brief moment. And you almost think they're going to collapse again. But they don't. They stand firm, still pulsating with that white and then blue-green energy.
I'm gonna walk through.
I think we're okay.
Zala
Yeah,
just
I'll-
walks right through.
I'll follow Zala immediately.
Alright.
Guess we're going in.
Call for our
before-
ox.
Before we walk through with Steven, I'm saying, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to see everyone ever again.
Yeah, oxy, oxy, ox.
Because you don't have comprehend animals.
I said, come on, Steven. I know. but
No,
I'm
no, no.
just-
I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not using an English voice because you don't have speak with animals up.
Come on, let's go.
No. He goes in after you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Why do me and Bernie have magic rock powers?
I'm assuming God and
Love
patron.
it.
Zala's excited
Wait a
to be
minute.
back
That
in
makes
Braelia,
sense.
although she wasn't expecting to be back in Braelia yet. But
Shay doesn't
you know,
winter,
I left Braelia like a week ago, planning not to come back for a couple years, and here I am a week.
You'll
Zala
never escape.
left like roughly a year ago, but she was expecting to, like, she didn't really know when she was going to come back, but she certainly wasn't expecting to be back yet since she was still in, you know. Yeah, session just ended. We walked through the portal.
Oh, did it? Did it? Oh,
Yes.
shit. Okay,
You're
my mom-
okay.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No worries.
my mom knocked on my door and was like, "You need to get off the internet right now." I was
Oh.
like,
Yeah,
shit.
I do want to remind you guys that Eloise was like hopping around going, yes, this will be great for the forest. They'll love this.
Don't know what that means, but
I
I'm
cannot
glad
believe
that they like it.
that we just did that.
And
Uh-oh.
we're going to Braelia.
Oh God. Now I see what Kacey was talking about when I think they had said something like, "I don't know when you guys will next get to like do." I can't remember what it was, but well, we're in another country now.
It's fine.
I am wearing.
Zala was kind of
sleeves
homesick.
and a
Yeah.
short skirt.
None of you are... only Zala and Alois are really, like...
I have a big cloak.
I think
But
Bernie is
kind of.
probably
Bernie's
okay
way
because
good,
she's got, like,
'cause-
3 layers at all times.
Yeah, she also does.
No,
have
yeah,
a
we should
cloak
wrap.
that-
So
But
Yes.
quick question: why?
Oh, yes, AJ, I am wearing a Cowboy Bebop shirt.
it's very important. My shirt says my only vice is rolling dice.
What were you saying, Lynn?
Well, I was just wondering if anybody else is religious, or if that was the only reason that it was. So I guess that's the only thing special about your resume.
Zala's religious, but
There's
not like.
many things special about Cordelia.
Well, of course, but you know.
I mean, I wouldn't call exactly what Eloise is religious, but some might consider it religious.
Milky Katie did point out in chat that
I just saw that.
Bernie is a fire genasi, so she does radiate heat.
That's true.
So,
Right.
cuddle pile time.
Okay, so the only people who are screwed are Shay and Cordelia, and they can huddle together for warmth.
They can
Oh.
hug Bernie. She radiates heat.
True. True.
Here, guys. Shay, I see you, but I see you.
What?
Anyway,
Oh, okay.
we should
Yes.
wrap up.
We're gonna wrap up now.
Don't forget about our the Pride Dice giveaway on Twitter. That is pinned to the top of the Everyone Dice Twitter.
Yes.
And on Thursday at about o'clock at night, 11:59 p.m. Central Time, 9:59 p.m. Pacific Time, Kacey and I are going to do our gaming talk show, The All Nighters. And
Scotty's gonna
check
be
out
playing
that Humble
Dragon
Bundle.
Age.
I am going to be playing Dragon Age 2. We're gonna romance Fenris, because I'm a predictable bitch.
I have no idea who that is, but okay.
You will.
As Macario
Sure.
Hawk.
Yeah, as Macario Hawk.
So I will say bye, guys. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you all for playing. Thank you everyone in the chat for watching, and yeah, we look forward to for you to see more of our adventures on Everyone Dice
In
next week.
Braille.
In Bravia.